All right, now you guys know the rules. Robots do the painting, you do the guessing, and I drop the clues. We're going to do the top 20 Hollywood World War II movies. Top 20. Now remember, the first few, when we're doing 20, might be the most obscure. So they're going to get easier as we go. Inspired by a real World War II code-breaking mission, but controversial, altered. Tensions run deep, literally beneath the ocean's surface. A Hollywood submarine thriller with torpedoes and ticking clocks. U.S. sailors impersonate Germans to capture enemy tech. Anybody remember this movie? It was a pretty cool movie. No, not Dust Boat, but that's a good one too. Matthew McConaughey leads a perilous undersea mission. There he is. Anybody remember this? How about the name? Does U-571 ring a bell? Maybe not. This film sparked diplomatic backlash in Britain over historical liberties. They didn't like it, I guess. I don't know. You know, war movies can't all be perfect. U-571. Does anybody remember it? Anybody? No? Nobody remembers that one. Well, I told you the first couple might be hard. So there you go. U-571. Matthew McConaughey. All right. Number 19. Let's see if we do any better here. Now, this one is set during the Allies' push into Germany in 1945. Strategic infrastructure becomes the star. That's true. I've seen this. This is a good movie. A race against time to stop demolition charges. This is 1969, if that helps. This features an overlooked real-life battle with huge consequences. Do I remember this one? This is a top war movie for sure. 1969. Soldiers fight for control of a critical Rhine River crossing. There it is. Anybody remember? Close. The bridge is the beginning of the answer, but not on the River Kwai. That was in Japan or Philippines, somewhere over there. This one is in Germany, or I guess it was in Germany when the Allies were pushing into Germany. This is the bridge at Ramagan. Bridge at Ramagan. That's not familiar. Bridge at Ramagan. The actual bridge collapsed 10 days after being captured. There you go. Nobody remembered that one, huh? Yeah, a bridge too far. They're going to get easier. Don't worry. All right. This next one's fairly recent, 2019. Okay. Modern CGI brings 1940s aerial warfare to life. Lots of aerial battle scenes in this. It centers on the turning point in the Pacific Theater. It's based on real pilots, real missions, and heavy losses. Not Pearl Harbor, but hang on to that one. Showcases U.S. Navy resilience after Pearl Harbor. After Pearl Harbor. This is not The Pianist. So the reason they're showing this picture is, it was all about this family of Navy people, right? Family of Navy people. There you go. Jan's got it. Its stars include Ed Scarron, Patrick Wilson, and Woody Harrelson. Midway is correct. The film aimed for extreme historical accuracy in tactics and timeline. Midway. I guarantee they're going to get easier. Some of the old ones are interesting. I remember seeing them as a kid. All right. I think you know this one. 2014. Tank warfare like you've never seen it before. Gritty, dirty, and personal. War from the mud up. The lead tank is affectionately named Fury. A rookie joins a hardened crew on a final mission. Yes, that's Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt plays a no-nonsense tank commander. Who remembers the name of this movie? It was all in the mud, right? Every scene was them sloshing around in the mud. Nobody remembers? I gave you the answer. The lead tank is affectionately named Fury. Okay. Well, that means the name of the movie is Fury. The movie used a real working World War II Sherman tank whose actual name was M4A2E8. Little known fact. Okay, now this is an older one. A little more niche, but cool. 1961. Now the picture is the key on this one. Legendary sabotage on a mountainous island. A team of elite commandos targets giant German artillery. Who remembers this? Anybody remember this? It's based on an Alistair MacLean thrilling novel. Gregory Peck and David Niven headline the star cast, the all-star cast. Not Dirty Dozen. It's all about the picture. What's the picture showing? There you go, Jan. Do you remember this movie? It was pretty cool. I remember watching it as a young man, a kid. It's all about making the impossible mission possible. That's right. It was called The Guns of Navarone. And it starred Gregory Peck and David Niven. How about that? The film was nominated for 7 Oscars and 1 for Best Special Effects. Guns of Navarone. Very good. All right, next one's a little more modern. 2020. A tense battle of the Atlantic thriller. The entire film spans less than 48 hours. It's based on the novel The Good Shepherd. The captain must protect a convoy from relentless U-boat attacks. This is the movie poster that is being drawn here, so it's a little confusing. There's a foreground scene, and then the star is shown in the background there. Tom Hanks both wrote the script and starred in the movie. Yeah, it's Hanks. What was the name of that movie? It was fairly recent, 2020. Tom Hanks. Anybody remember the name of this movie? I guess, I don't know. It was his code name or something. I don't know. It was called Greyhound. Greyhounds. That's anybody? Did anybody see it? Maybe nobody saw it. Then go, Madel. Yeah. Hanks took inspiration from his love of naval history to write the script and to star in the movie. There you go. All right, we're down to number 14. We're kind of jumping back and forth in time. This is back to 1968. 1968. A double agent, or maybe a triple agent. A castle in the Alps holds a captured officer. This is the picture is key, but it might be hard to see until the end. Secret codes, disguises, and plenty of explosions. Like all good war movies. It features iconic winter espionage action. Oh, you got it, Doctor. Well, actually, that's not a perfect answer, but I know what you're talking about. How about if I said Clint Eastwood and Richard Burton play the Allied spies? So the Eagle's Nest is close, but not the exact answer. Actually, the exact answer is more cool. Anybody remember it? There's a lot of this mountain climbing spy action. It was called Where Eagles Dare. Where Eagles Dare. We'll give you credit. A fun fact on that one is Quentin Tarantino called it one of his favorite action war films. There you go. All right, number 13. Hey, we're not trying to make them easy around here. This is 1962. We're just doing the best World War II movies. A sweeping panorama of D-Day told from all sides. Okay. It features dozens of stars, including John Wayne. That's John Wayne in the middle there. Can't tell yet. I gave that one away. But what's the name of the movie? It's filmed in black and white for a documentary feel. Multiple languages are spoken by real nationalities. Like a documentary kind of. Not Dirty Dozen. Hang on to that, Madel. It wasn't called D-Day, but I think you're on the right track, Jan. I think you're on the right track. It's based on Cornelius Ryan's book. The film actually used World War II military advisors to ensure authenticity. And it was called The Something Day. It was called The Longest Day. The Longest Day. Now, I didn't see that originally. It might be fun to go back and watch that, though. Pretty good movie, I guess. All right, this next one's a little more of one of those group of World War II movies that were a little more fun. 1970. World War II meets the heist genre. A tank unit hunts Nazi gold behind enemy lines. That was the whole basis of the movie. These guys were looking for the gold. It features a soundtrack with unexpected 1970s vibes. It's satirical, it's stylish, and it's action-packed. This is not the Dirty Dozen, but it's like the cousin of the Dirty Dozen. Clint Eastwood leads a misfit crew. I don't know. This might be the giveaway. Donald Sutherland's character, named Oddball, inspired generations of offbeat war characters. Oh, Doctor, you're all over it. You're all over it. But once again, not a perfect answer. Hogan's Heroes was, of course, the TV series that was a comedy. This was more of an adventure film, less of a heist film. Yeah, there you go, Madell. Kelly's Heroes. Kelly's Heroes. That's right. I think that it squeaked into the top 20 list here. All right, number 11. A plot from within the German ranks. It's based on a failed assassination attempt. A bomb in a briefcase nearly changes history. That's Tom Cruise there. Tom Cruise plays Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg. Klaus von Stauffenberg. A tense portrayal of resistance in the heart of Nazism. So yeah, the cool thing about this movie is, you're inside the German machine, and you can feel the tension of this guy, pulling off this treason, Yeah, there you go, Doctor. You got that one. Valkyrie. Valkyrie is correct. Pretty cool movie, right? Filming at actual German military sites was initially controversial. I don't know why. Why not? Valkyrie. Tom Cruise. There you go. All right, now you've all been itching for this one. So here we go. Number 10. Top 10 now. We're into the top 10. Should know them all. Let's go 10 for 10. A suicide mission, but with a twist. Criminals are soldiers. Training them is like herding angry cats. There we go. There we go. Yes. Dr. Badal, you're correct. Based on a novel loosely inspired by real-life events. Loosely inspired. One of the grimmest, grittiest men on a mission tale. There you go. Lee Marvin. There he is. Lee Marvin leads a wild crew into Nazi territories. Erwin, what's going on? Erwin's in the house. Did you know Lee Marvin there, Erwin? This is the Dirty Dozen. You are all correct. 1967. The film was so popular, it inspired 3 TV sequels and a real military unit nickname. It was popular. There's Charles Bronson was on the crew. I forget. Anybody remember any of the other yet on the team? Lee Marvin, Charles Bronson. I see him there. I think was it Kelly's Heroes that had Don Rickles was one of the characters? Oh, anyway, I digress. Next up, number 9. I think you'll all know this one. This was shot in haunting black and white with one iconic splash of color, which is what we see in the picture here. Jean-Claude Van Damme was in it. Cool, Telly Savalas. There you go. A businessman becomes an unlikely savior based on Thomas Keneally's novel. It depicts life inside the Krakow ghetto. Correct you are, Erwin. Erwin's in the house with the right answer. And Maddow has it as well. Directed by Steven Spielberg in one of his most personal works. Yeah, that's a cool picture for sure. Kind of a giveaway, huh? The film helped launch the USC Shoah Foundation. Shoah, am I saying that right? Shoah Foundation to preserve survivor testimonials. There you go. Yeah, sad movie. All right. Enough of that sadness. We're talking about World War II here. We're talking about explosions and stuff. All right, number 8. It's a pretty cool picture. Let's see how well you do it seeing it. Romance and war collide in a very Hollywood way. This begins with friendship and ends with full-scale combat. It's from the year 2001, if that helps. A surprise Sunday attack changes everything. This one was directed by Michael Bay. So expect explosions. Yeah, some of the scenes, like the one depicted here in the picture, are just incredible. Correct, Erwin. Correct, you are. Good movie, right? Not bad. The whole morning of the attack on Pearl Harbor, how long that scene was seemed pretty realistic. Stars Ben Affleck, Josh Hartnett, and Kate Beckinsale. There you go. Kate Beckinsale making her first appearance on the show. We'll have to bring her back. The film's hospital bombing scene required one of the largest outdoor sets ever built. You are correct. Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor. There it is, 2001. All right, we're down to the top 7. We're getting there. We're doing top movies of World War II, about World War II. Top movies about World War II. So keep that in mind. Number 7. This one opens with one of the most iconic monologues in film. Chronicles the career of a bold and brash U.S. general. It is based on real World War II diaries of General Omar Bradley. There you go, Dr. Jan. You guys have it. Known for its epic tank battles and grand scope. Who's the actor? Who's the actor playing this one? Who is the actor? Ippy! What's going on, man? We're playing a game. Join us. Who's the actor? Anybody know? He won an Oscar. There you go. Doctor. Didn't he pull something where he didn't accept the award too or something? I can't remember. Something like that. Him and Marlon Brando. I don't know. George C. Scott is correct, and he did win an Oscar and famously refused it. Patton's real-life complexity made him both revered and controversial, much like in the film. All right. We're doing a little guessing game here. Right now, we're doing the top 20 World War II movies. And we're painting a picture, and I'm telling you some clues. A dual perspective look at one day that changed history. A dual perspective look at one day that changed history. The title mimics a coded Japanese phrase. The show both strategically planning and missteps. Shows both strategic planning and missteps. No. Hey, Brad's in the house. What's going on, man? Close, though. A rare co-production between American and Japanese studios. This was a cool movie. Known for technical accuracy and restrained drama. There you go, Jan. Only you gotta say it with, more repetitive nature. It's not just Torah. It's Torah. Remember it? The film used real aircraft and practical effects, no CGI in sight. Wow. There you go. Well, we're on number 5, so we're going to find out the number 1 here in a minute, Ippy. Here's number 5. Here's number 5 coming at you. 2017 is told through land, sea, and air, all at once. Oh, did Brad have it earlier? Did I miss you, Brad? I know. It's you know it's not that the hat is small. it's something else. It's not that the hat is small. Okay, what's this one? Anybody know yet? By the picture? Told through land, sea, and air all at once. Minimal dialogue, maximum tension. Christopher Nolan's timeline tricks intensify the stakes. A visual spectacle of the mass evacuation. Yeah, Outlaw. Outlaw's in the house. And Erwin, very good. Looks like Winston Churchill. It wasn't him. This was the Dunkirk. Dunkirk. It's all filmed on a beach, almost like it's one scene, right? Christopher Nolan insisted on practical effects using real boats and planes whenever possible. Dunkirk. It was a spectacle. Yeah, you got it. Everybody knew it. All right. We're down to number 4, top World War II movies. This is definitely on everybody's list, I think. It's going to be a little hard to tell what's going on in that picture. You're going to have to go by the clues. That opening beach landing changed cinema. So it had a spectacular scene of the D-Day landing. Gritty realism, mud, blood, and fear. A rescue mission turns into something deeper. There you go, Erwin. Very good. You were reading my mind. Tom Hanks, a squad searching for one man. Tom Hanks leads a squad searching for one man. You gotta read the clues, right? It's directed by Steven Spielberg with harrowing intensity. So it's quite the picture. I think that's Matt Damon on the right, but it doesn't really look like him. It kind of looks like Tom Hanks on the left, but kind of, sort of. Veterans reportedly had PTSD flashbacks from watching the screenings due to the visceral realism. Well, so there's that. It has that going for it. It sent the veterans into PTSD. That's not good. Not good. I guess it's realistic, though. All right, now this next one's very interesting. Very interesting. Listen to the clues. Pay attention to the clues. I really like this movie, World War II movie. Buongiorno is now an iconic line. This is actually a rewrite of World War II history, but with a vengeance. Christopher Waltz, villain, so he's the actor who played the villain, is chillingly charming. From bar shootouts to flamethrowers, expect chaos. All right, so this is an interesting scene from it. The guy with the baseball bat. A Tarantino mashup of spaghetti western and war epic. And I will say Brad Pitt's in this one too, I think. Do you remember this movie? Totally different. Okay. A Tarantino mashup of spaghetti western and war epic. The film's alternate history finale shocked audiences and critics alike. Anybody remember this guy? How about Inglourious Basterds? Inglourious Basterds. Anybody see that? Pretty good movie, actually. But it's an alternate history. It's not, the way it really went down, obviously. But the way it should have gone down. All right. You got it. Wow, okay. All right. We're down to number 2. A genius outcast with a ticking clock. A machine would change the world. Code breaking meets high drama. Benedict Cumberbatch plays Alan Turing. The Enigma machine's secrets held the key to Allied victory. Anybody know? Turing's work laid the foundation for modern computing, though his legacy was tragically unrecognized in his lifetime. Yeah, that's the name of Outlaw. That is correct. That is correct. The Imitation Game is correct. All right, and the number 1 top World War II movie. Here we go. That motorcycle jump was legendary. It's based on a daring real POW escape. It stars Steve McQueen, James Garner, and Charles Bronson. Tunnels named Tom, Dick, and Harry. I forgot that part. Do you guys remember that part? The tunnels where it had names, Tom, Dick, and Harry? I remember that part. A classic mix of charm, suspense, and grit. Yes, you guys all know this one. I think Brad had it first. Outlaw, Dr. Irwin, Meadow. Everybody knows The Great Escape. A good movie. Good movie for sure. All right, well, that was the top 20 World War II movies according to our robot here at the show. Great game. Did you guys remember the tunnels named Tom, Dick, and Harry? I didn't remember that. All right, well, that was fun. But we're all waiting for the top 20 Hollywood starlets known for their sexual appetite. That's up next. All right, you guys did what? 70%, 75%? No. I'll give you